رسول الكريم أما بعد السلام عليكم ورحمة الله وبركاته. Dear viewers and participants, welcome to lesson 5 of Introduction to Quranic Arabic. Let us begin with the recitation from the Quran بإذن الله تعالى. أعوذ بالله من الشيطان الرجيم. بسم الله الرحمن الرحيم. لا أقسم بيوم القيامة ولا أقسم بالنفس اللوامة أيحسب الإنسان أن لن نجمع عظامه بلى قادرين على أن نسوي بنانه بل يريد الإنسان ليفجر أمامه يسأل أيان يوم القيامة فإذا برق البصر وخسف القمر وجمع الشمس والقمر يقول الإنسان يومئذ أين المفر كلا لا وزر إلى ربك يومئذ المستقر ينبأ الإنسان يومئذ بما قدم وأخر بل الإنسان على نفسه بصيرة ولو ألقى معاذيره لا تحرك به لسانك لتعجل به إن علينا جمعه وقرآنه فإذا قرأناه فاتبع قرآنه ثم إن علينا بيانه كلا بل تحبون العاجلة وتذرون الآخرة وجوه يومئذ ناظرة إلى ربها ناظرة ووجوه يومئذ باسرة تظن أن يفعل بها فاقرة كلا إذا بلغت التراقي وقيل من راق وظن أنه الفراق والتفت الساق بالساق إلى ربك يومئذ المساق فلا صدق ولا صلى ولكن كذب وتولى ثم ذهب إلى أهله يتمطى أولى لك فأولى ثم أولى لك فأولى أيحسب الإنسان أن يترك سدى ألم يكن نطفة من مني يمنى ثم كان علقة فخلق فسوى فجعل منه الزوجين الذكر والأنثى أليس ذلك بقادر على أن يحيي الموتى صدق الله العظيم. So inshallah, let us recap what we learnt from last lesson. So alhamdulillah, last lesson we learnt how to use prepositions, i.e. harf jar in Arabic. So prepositions, i.e. fi, in, ala, on, in, min, from, and all these types of words are used to combine sentences together, to structure sentences and to add information. And we went through the rules of the harf jar or prepositions, where the harf jar, the word after it, it will always have, it will be called ism majroor, and it will always be in the majroor case, and it will have a kasra because it's majroor. And we also learned the different types of personal pronouns used, and I did mention that they are called detached pronouns. So basically he, they, it, she, I, we, these are all pronouns, and we covered that last lesson. So inshallah ta'ala, inshallah, this lesson we will be covering two things. So firstly, to be aware of the structure of verbal sentences. So this is going to be the start of verbs. We're going to be covering verbs and verbal sentence structures, how it's structured in Arabic. And also we're going to learn more about the structure of past tense verbs. So Arabic language is quite different to other languages, whereby the verbs can change and give a different meaning. And inshallah ta'ala, we will go through past tense Arabic verbs in this lesson. So, al-jumla al-fi'liya. Al-jumla al-fi'liya means verbal sentences. So we did nominal sentences, sentences containing only nouns. Now we're doing verbal sentences. So verbal sentences is a sentence that starts with a verb. Simply, it starts with a verb. And it consists of three parts. Okay, so the first thing that comes in the sentence is the verb itself, the action, the doing word. Okay, the second item on in the sentence is the doer. So the doer of the verb, and this is called fa'il. So this is called fa'il in Arabic. Sorry, the verb is called fi'l, fi'lun or fi'l, the verb, and the doer of that verb is called fa'il, fa'il. And the last thing that comes is the object or person the action is being done to. Okay, so when you're doing a verb, you carry the verb out on an object or a person, and this is called maf'ul bihi, or maf'ul bih in Arabic. So fi'l, the verb, fa'il, the doer, and maf'ul bihi, the object. So if you don't want to learn the Arabic, just verb, doer, object. This is the order that verbal sentences normally come in. So example, just in English, the boy ate the food. So the boy will be the doer. He will be called fa'il. Ate is the verb, which is fi'il, and the food is what he ate. So that will be the maf'ul bihi, the object which the action is being done to. Another example, the boy read the Quran. So the boy, again, is the fa'il. Read is the verb. The Quran is what he read. So that is the maf'ul bihi. But obviously in English, the structure is different to what it is in Arabic. So in Arabic, the fi'il will come first, the verb, and then the doer, and then the object. Okay, so this is the example that comes in the Quran. وَقَتَلَ دَاوُودُ جَالُوتَ. وَقَتَلَ دَاوُودُ جَالُوتَ. Okay, so Dawood killed Jalut, or David killed Goliath. Okay, so in the war that occurred in prehistoric times. So the first word in this sentence is qatala. Qatala means to kill. Qatala means to kill, or he killed. And this is called the fi'l, the verb, and that comes first. So qatala, he killed. Then comes the doer. So who did the killing? Dawood did the killing. So fa'il comes second. Dawood is the fa'il, the doer. And this is in the marfu' case. So going back to lesson 1, this is now in the marfu' case, which is denoted normally by a dhamma or dhammatain. Dhamma or dhammatain. So here we have a dhamma. Why does it have a dhamma? Because it is fa'il in this sentence. Okay, so Dawood is the doer or the fa'il in the sentence, and therefore it is in the marfu' case, and that's why it has a dhamma. So the last thing we mentioned that comes in the sentence is the object or the action, the object or the person to which the verb is done to. So this is Jaluta. Here is the maf'ul bihi, and this is the object. Okay, so this is the object, the verb has been carried on. Okay, so and this is always in the mansoob case. This is always in the mansoob case. The mansoob case is normally denoted by a fatha or a fathatain, fatha or fathatain. So we have a fatha here. So why does it have a fatha? Because it's the maf'ul bihi, and the maf'ul bihi is always in the mansoob case. So three things. Number one, the fi'l comes. Fi'l comes first. Number two, the fa'il, the doer, and this is marfu. It will always have dhamma. And then the maf'ul bihi, number three, and maf'ul bihi is the object, and it will always be in the mansoob case, normally denoted by a fatha. Okay, verb, doer, object. Verb, doer, object. Doer is in the marfu case, dhamma, object, mansoob case, fatha. Okay, so just to solidify things, inshallah, we'll go through some examples from the Quran. So, خَلَقَ اللَّهُ الْأَرْضَ. خَلَقَ اللَّهُ الْأَرْضَ. So, again, the verb comes first. So, خَلَقَ, created, he created. The doer of that verb here is Allah. So, Allah, and it has a dhamma. Why? Because he's the doer, the fa'il, and that's what, and the fa'il is always in the marfu case, and that's why it has a dhamma. And then al-arda, what did he create? He created the earth, and this is the object. Okay, so Allah created the earth, al-arda. And why is it got a fatha? Because it is in the mansoob case, as it's the maf'ul bihi, the object. So verb, doer, object. Okay, and the doer is in the marfu case, the object is in the mansoob case. And that's why you see a dhamma here and you see a fatha here. So Allah created the earth. Okay, so obviously in English, the doer of that action will come first. Allah created the earth, but in Arabic, the verb always comes first. خلق الإنسان من علق. خلق الإنسان من علق. So all of this whole sentence we should be able to deconstruct with what we have learnt so far. Yeah. So خلق, he created. الإنسان. So because has a fatha, we know that this is the maf'ul bihi. So he created the humankind. Insan is human or mankind. Al-insana, and because it has a fatha, we know this is the object of this verb. So khalaqa, what did he create? Al-insana. Okay, so if it has a fatha, we know that that is the object, and it will be in the mansoob case. Okay, min, we learned from last lesson, is a preposition from alaqin. Alaqin. So alaq is clot of blood, from a clot of blood. And why does it have a double kasra here? Because of the harf jar min. And therefore this is the ism majroor, and the word that comes after a preposition always is in the majroor case, and it will have a kasra or kasratain. Okay, so khalaqa, created, al-insana, human. Why does it have a fatha? Because it's the maf'ul bihi, the object, min, from alaq, clot of blood. So he created the human or mankind from a clot of blood. Surah Iqra. So this is past tense verbs in Arabic that we have covered. So verbs in Arabic can be manipulated and changed depending on the doer of the verb. Okay, so obviously, like many other languages, you have past tense, present tense, and future tense as well. Okay, so here, a verb in Arabic, as I said in the beginning, mentioned in the beginning, it can be changed and manipulated in ways depending on the doer of that verb. So for example here, ja'ala means he made. Ja'ala means he made. Ja'alat would mean she made. So simple addition of ta at the end would give a slightly different meaning. Okay, so we got another table here, okay, similar to the ones we've done before. So I've left duality out for simplicity, so I've only put singular and plural. So let's go through this table slowly. So fa'ala means to do, okay, so just action, to do. Fa'ala means he or it did. Again, we covered he and it can be used together. So he or it did. Fa'ala. Now, if we add this waw and alif here, fa'alu, fa'alu would mean they did. So by addition of this waw here, it gives the different meaning of they did. So this is they masculine plural. So third person, they, a masculine plural. Okay, so fa'ala, he did, they masculine plural did, fa'alu. Okay, so fa'alat, so previous slide we added a ta, just a ta, that would give the meaning of she or even it did. Okay, so she or it did, fa'alat. Fa'alna, this one fa'alna means they feminine plural did. Okay, they feminine plural did. Okay, fa'alna. Fa'alta would mean you masculine singular did. Okay, so this is masculine one. So fa'alta, you masculine singular did. Fa'altum, fa'altum means you second person masculine plural. So if you're talking to a group of people and the majority male, you would say fa'altum, fa'altum, you did. Fa'alti, if you're talking to a woman and she is by herself, fa'alti, you feminine singular did. You feminine singular, fa'alti. Okay, and if you're talking to a group of women, the audience is a group of women, then you say fa'altunna, fa'altunna, you plural did. Okay, so then last first person we have I did, fa'altu, fa'altu, and we did, fa'alna, fa'alna, we did. Okay, so this pattern, if you notice these patterns and you know these patterns, then you can notice it in the Quran with any verb. So you can put any verb into this template and you will find its meaning. So khalaqa, if we got the example khalaqa, so khalaqa would, it means to create. So if we say khalaqa, it will be he created or it created, he created. If we say khalaqu, that would mean they created, they created. If we put khalaqtu and follow this pattern, fa'altu, we say khalaqtu, then it would mean I created. And khalaqna, khalaqna would mean we created. Okay, so you can take any three-letter simple verb and you can put it into this template and it will give you these different meanings. So some examples from the Quran. وَجَعَلُوا لِلَّهِ شُرَكَاءَ الْجِنِّ جِنَّ sorry وَجَعَلُوا لِلَّهِ شُرَكَاءَ الْجِنَّ. So they made, so that's the verb here, جَعَلَ. So جَعَلُوا would mean, so we're taking that جَعَلَ simple three-letter verb and we're adding this جَعَلُوا, that would mean they did, masculine plural. So they made or they created unto Allah lillahi shuraka'a. So this is maf'ul bihi because it has a double fatha. So this is the object of the verb. Okay, shuraka'a. Okay, shuraka al jinnah. So shuraka al jinnah, partners from the jinn. Okay, so they created unto Allah lillahi shuraka al jinn. So this is talking about the people who practiced black magic, and they made unto Allah partners from the jinn. So ja'alu is the verb here, and the fa'il is not mentioned, the doer of this verb is not mentioned because they have been mentioned before. In the previous ayah, it's implied that's ja'alu, that they. So that is the doer. Okay, so they is the doer. So and it's combined with the verb itself. So the fa'il not need to be mentioned anymore. So ja'alu lillahi shuraka'a. So because it has a fatha, we know that that's the object. Okay, so what did they make? They made partners, shuraka, shirk, shuraka. Okay. Next example, قالت هو من عند الله. قالت هو من عند الله. So she said, it is from Allah. It is from Allah. So this is talking about, I believe, the mother of Jesus, alayhi salam. So when she got some fruits that were not in season and was impossible to get, and I believe Imran, he asks her, where did you get this from? And she said, قالت هو من عند الله. It is from عند from Allah, from Allah. Huwa, we know it means he or it. Min, from. Ind, with Allah, or from with Allah. Yeah, indillah. So qalat. So if we go back, so because we're talking third person, she, singular, and is only one person, that's why we add the ta. So qala, qalat. Qala, he said. Qalat, she said. Okay. Next example, أفرأيت الذي كفر بآياتنا. أفرأيت الذي كفر بآياتنا. Have you seen? رأيت. Have you seen the one الذي, the one who has كفر, disbelieved, بآياتنا, in our signs. Okay, so here رأيت means you seen or you have seen. So the addition of the alif hamza here makes this a question. Okay, so so have you seen? So have you seen the one who has disbelieved in our signs? So رأيت means you have seen. So if we go back to the table, talking about you, second person, singular. So that's why the addition of ta. The addition of ta. So ra'a would be he saw. Ra'ayta, ra'ayta. So you saw. So you can see a simple pattern forming here, which can enable you to identify who's the doer of these verbs. So ra'ayta would mean you, singular. Ra'ayta, you have seen. Yeah? You have seen those who have disbelieved. Kafara, so that's a simple verb. Kafara, so kafara bi ayatina, who has disbelieved in our signs. قد كفرتم بعد إيمانكم. قد كفرتم بعد إيمانكم. So كفرتم is the verb of interest here. كفرتم, and if we go back to the template, كفرتم, where does it fall into? It falls over here. كفرتم. So you, masculine, plural. كفرتم. So you, plural audience. So قد كفرتم بعد إيمانكم. So you have disbelieved after your faith. إيمانكم, after your attainment of faith. وأنزلنا من السماء ماء طهورا. وأنزلنا من السماء ماء طهورا. We sent down from the sky pure water. We sent down from the sky pure water. So we sent down أنزلنا. So if we go back to the table, and we can see the addition of na at the end would give the meaning of we did. فعلنا أنزلنا. So أنزل, he sent. أنزلنا, we sent. Okay, so وأنزلنا, we sent, and we sent down, min, from, السماء, the sky, and we know this is حرف جر, اسم مجرور. After the preposition, the word is in the majrur case. That's why it has a kasra. من السماء ماء طهورا. ماء طهورا. Here, ma'an, why does it have a double fatha? Because it is maf'ul bihi. If we simply look here, وَأَنزَلْنَا مِنَ السَّمَاءِ, and we sent down from the sky. What did Allah send down from the sky? Pure water. Okay, so water has a double fatha because it's maf'ul bihi. And tahuran, if we go back, I think previous, or the lesson previous to that, sifa and mawsuf is an adjective. Tahuran is an adjective to ma, to the water. So tahuran will follow will follow its mawsuf, or the item which is describing, in gender, number, and ma'rifa nakira, and also case. That's why it follows the same pattern and has a double fatha as well. So pure water. So this simple sentence here combines all the rules that we have learned so far. Alhamdulillah. وَأَنزَلْنَا, we sent down, min, harf jar, from, as-sama'i, ism majroor, from the sky, ma'an, maf'ul bihi, with double fatha, and tahuran, pure water. So pure water is an adjective, pure water, not just normal water, pure water. Okay. قال يا إبليس ما منعك أن تسجد لما خلقت بيدي. Okay, so this is a longer sentence. Okay, so starting off, the three verbs mentioned in this passage that of interest to us is قال, which means he said, so implying Allah said. قال يا إبليس, O Iblis, O Iblis, ما منعك, ما منعك. Okay, so the verb here is منع. منع means to prevent, and ka is added. Inshallah, we will learn this. It's called an attached pronoun, and we will cover this inshallah next lesson. So we have done detached pronouns. We will learn attached pronouns in the coming lesson bi'ithnillah. So mana'aka, prevented you, prevented you. Mana'a means to prevent. So what ma mana'aka, prevented you, and to tasjuda, to prostrate, lima, to that, khalaqtu, khalaqtu. So this is the verb of interest here. Khalaqtu, I have created. Okay, so if we go back, so what I have created, so the addition of ta with a dhamma tu would give the meaning of I did. So we see khalaqtu, fa'altu. So lima khalaqtu, I created, biyadayya, with my hands. So Allah said, O Iblis, what prevented you from prostrating to that which I have created with my own hands? Okay, so qala, he said, mana'a, prevented, khalaqtu, I khalaqtu, I created. So even if we listen to this verse, subhanallah, in Taraweeh, or listening to a recording, then even if we just get these simple verbs, we can sort of make out the whole sentence. قال يا إبليس, he said, O Iblis, ما منعك, what prevented, tasjud, sujud, prevented you from doing sujud, khalaqtu biyaday, to what I have created. So we might get a gist of an idea what the ayah is talking about, bi'ithnillahi ta'ala. So summary of today's lesson is verbal sentences are simply made up of a verb, a doer, and an object. Don't get too bogged down by the Arabic terms, as you don't need to. The fi'il, fa'il, and maf'ul bihi, verb, doer, and object. So the verb will be the verb itself. The doer would be in the marfu case will have a dhamma, and the object will be in the mansub case will have a fatha. So that's the things that you need to get out from that. And how verbs can change depending on the doer. So we went through that whole table where you can inflect, it's called inflections, where you can inflect a verb or change a verb or manipulate it in a way depending on the doer of that verb. So if you're trying to say he did it, or I did it, or we did it, then you would change the verb accordingly. And if we notice this pattern, if we know this pattern and this template, then we can apply it to many verbs which occur in the Quran, and we will know at least who is the one doing that verb. Bi'ithnillahi ta'ala. Hope you have benefited from this class, and I look forward to seeing you in our next session on Saturday. Bi'ithnillahi ta'ala. Stay safe. Wassalamu alaikum wa rahmatullahi wa barakatuh.